Welcome back to the Ropin' Water Podcast, where we teach you how to tie aquatic knots. Yeehaw!
The Ropin' Water Podcast.
No, I'm just kidding. This is the Open Water Podcast. And I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of rhyming words.
Some rope stuff.
You are a big fan
useful.
of nautical knots.
I am. Nautical knots are.
Yep. So, what's your favorite type? What's your favorite knot?
It's called the hook and ladder.
It's a classic.
My creation.
Of course, I would expect nothing less.
I created it when I was very young, so it is a classic
Yeah.
by now.
Yeah.
Mostly just used to tie together dogs.
Like a series of dogs, like dogs sledding dogs, or just like which way? Like
It's now the adopted knot of most sled dog teams.
makes sense. My favorite knot is garlic knots. So, all right. Hey, this past week we talked about Back to the Future. There's a nod to Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Classic American cinema film. Not endorsing it, but I'm just saying. It was a big compelling reason for me to pick up a guitar because Marty McFly was really cool. My name's Marty. He played guitar. It just seemed to make sense. Mm-hmm. But we decided to go back to the future, back in time. But now it's the future of our very first episode of the Water Podcast.
You remember way back when?
Way back when, 28 episodes ago.
Yeah.
But we're going to take the segments from the first episode and do them today just for fun. Just
See if they aged well.
funsies, yeah.
Is it a fine wine or is it more of a Tabasco?
Yeah, Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's left on the counter for too long. All right, so with that said, the first segment I think we ever did was the favorite things.
Favorite thing, yeah. What did you discover this week, or
Yeah.
did you rediscover?
You can go first. So we might
I
have
have
the same.
rediscovered steak in my life.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, someone help me out. If you know a good deli in Ormond, because
Dominic's.
Interesting.
I think it's Daytona,
Where I can get raw cuts. I suppose.
I don't know.
That one meat shop on A1 just closed.
Sure did. Absolute tragedy.
Yeah, so if you can know another meat guy, I'm in the market for
There you go.
a meat
yeah,
market.
dude. Ray's Meat Market.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
That should be a
Super
headline.
Sad.
Alas.
Yeah. Well, maybe it is. We're blending things.
Publix every once in a while, they a really good cut. They do a good job with the market.
How do you cook your steaks?
Medium rare. Oh, it depends on.
Walk me through. You turn on because you're a gas grill guy.
I am gas grill guy. Yeah,
Wild choice these days.
past Friday,
Yeah.
I threw in a flank steak, marinated it in some soy sauce, ginger, and garlic, and that's just cut it in strips and put it on.
Did you eat it as did you put it on a taco or do you just eat the steak?
So with the ginger edition, I was experimenting with an Asian variety.
Of course.
Of flank
so you
steak.
do some rice?
So I do some rice and asparagus, which
That's tough.
I should have maybe picked a potato instead. But
Potatoes aren't typically in Asian cuisine.
no, I think I probably shouldn't have done the Asian cuisine at all. I maybe should have done potato.
You've been on kind of this Asian cuisine and Jamaican cuisine for a while.
Exploring the islands,
I love that. I love that. So
different oceans.
all right. So new love for steak. That's good.
Yep.
The best steak I think I've ever made was by accident.
Oh.
It was actually last Christmas, and I put them on the pellet grill, which I know is not a wise choice of.
Can't get hot enough. That's all.
No, it can. It can rip.
Okay.
I can get up to 450, which is
I cook it say 600.
oh, how do you get your gas grill to 600?
It rips.
You have 2 propane tanks.
Oh no, baby! This is
All right,
just a-
you know somebody? All right, great. Well, but I ran out of pellets, and so I had to put on the Blackstone. But for some reason, it cooked it enough, and then the Blackstone I put on as high as it could go. Basically, just seared it. It ended up being perfect, which was
that sounds
it
awesome.
was a Christmas miracle. It was on Christmas, and it was a true Christmas miracle. So. Because my wife, who is a very serious food critic of my grill work, as you know, was like, this is the best steak. So I was honored. I was privileged.
That's huge.
It was
Let's
a
run
big
it
deal.
back.
Yeah. So maybe we will. Steaks for Christmas. So
Your favorite thing?
we are coaching a 6 and 7 year old girls soccer team because my daughter's playing, and I
Trying to
love
build
it.
a dynasty.
I love it. I love it. We're undefeated. I just think it's so fun. This group, all of our teams have been great, but this group in particular, there is just a team chemistry. They're very quirky.
This is the oldest group we've coached.
Yeah.
Which I think helps quite.
No, last year was because they.
Oh no, you're right. They
It was
changed
6
it a
to 10 year olds, which is
right.
crazy. But this is 6 and 7, and they're funny. They're quirky.
They name themselves.
we're the color purple, and we thought of a lot of names that were the Purple
All
Panthers, and the Grimaces, all these really good names.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're the Purple Whales, and they're all they started yelling Purple Whales, and we're like, this is who we are now. So
Also, really difficult to find a big
mascot,
purple whale.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
to carry
There's
around.
no shirts with purple whales on it. I don't think so. But it's a blast. We had a game on Saturday, and they played well. It's just fun. It's like I don't know. It's something about it just is really enjoyable. It's fun meeting new people that like we maybe not.
Oh yeah, hearing parents yell at the ref.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time.
handing out snacks at the end. It's a good time.
I love like the fields. Like there's something about the complex on a Saturday
the
morning.
grass, the dew sweeping.
I was the first one out there. It was just like, it's just good. It's good for the soul.
Game day.
So that would say that's my favorite thing so far this week. It's been fun. It's
That's
been
a really
fun
good
time.
one.
So
You're a prolific soccer coach at this point. You've coached many teams, many years.
yeah, I'm making a new name in this town, but you know, it's been doing it for a number of years. I enjoy it. It's a really fun thing. It's fun teaching. Like I don't know, in a weird way, it keeps me young and gives me a different perspective of the world.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Great way to spend a Saturday morning.
All right, those are our favorite things. What's your favorite thing?
Yeah. Remember?
All right, it's time for our second segment of the day, which is Noah's Ark. Real throwback. For those who are new, do
you remember Noah?
viewers, Noah took 2 kinds of each animal on the Ark, and so we can only bring 2 with us of a topic that is thrown to us by our incredible writing team, who spent weeks putting this list together and compiling
Thinking
it.
carefully, working through to the decision.
So we don't know what it is, and they'll just shout it out whenever they're ready. Movie sequels. Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh
You only
man.
bring 2? So sequel implies there's only 2, right? There's only one and 2.
No, this. Hey, no, this doesn't matter. We'll create rules for ourselves.
Star Wars, are all of them sequels?
No, I believe a sequel means it is second in
Right.
sequence of films.
Okay, so the number 2, the
Correct.
sophomore film.
Correct. So
of the
like,
series.
so if you take Star Wars, you can't be like, oh, you know. But I would say Episode 2 is the sequel. I despite 4, 5, 6, if we were going in numerical order, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, would be technically the sequel to Star Wars.
Yeah.
We agree. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
I don't like it, but
Okay.
I'm just.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, I got one.
All right. Go ahead.
2 Towers.
Dang it! No. I'm so mad. I don't have that. What am I supposed to say? Aladdin too? What other movies are there?
that's a
Gosh,
great
dang it!
film.
No, it's not. No. Oh gosh! All right, great. 2 Towers. Yeah,
you
of
agree?
course. Yeah, I agree. Of course. This was like the greatest films of all time.
Yeah. It's like one of my earliest memories of my mom crying too.
Gosh, dang it, dude. This is a great one. And thank goodness it's not our top 5 or Mount Rushmore. We'd be here
It'd
for
take forever.
years. Yeah. I don't.
Trying to think of like what second was even better than the first. Those are hard to come
There's
by.
very few.
very few.
And I can't think of, quite frankly, any. Dude, I can't even think of movies that I don't really watch sequels.
Right.
Like, I don't like movies where they make multiple.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it this week because my kids are big fans of Lilo and Stitch. And I'm thinking about the movies they didn't make sequels to. And I'm like, thank goodness. They also just watched Bug's Life. And I'm like, thank goodness.
Oh wow.
You know what? I'm going to say this. Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Toy Story 2.
Okay.
I am a big. I respect Toy Story. I want to be clear, being the first computer generated or animated film, whatever, 1990. But there was something about it felt like they unlocked something and they appropriately built on it, introducing Jesse, Bullseye,
Zurg.
the Prospect, Zurg. Just felt like it elevated the story, the bigger arc.
Right,
I feel
right.
like it did the franchise a service.
Absolutely. It still hangs around.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
like that one. I like that one a lot. Al's Toy Barn.
Yes.
Yeah, just it's good.
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
I don't think anyone's gonna like this, but Santa Claus 2.
No.
I think it was far superior. It was a better story.
Are you
the
kidding
first
me?
one.
Are you kidding me?
You know, frankly, it came to mind after you said Toy Story. That Buzz Lightyear, Tim Allen, Santa Claus.
Of course, yeah. The six layers of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Really, you actually believe that?
Yeah. I remember it in the theater, like going to see it, and maybe it was because of the huge tub of popcorn or something. But it was just like one of the best theater experiences I think I'd ever had.
Okay. All right. I disagree. I think the Santa Claus is almost a perfect film as far as Christmas movies go.
Write that article.
I think it's for sure probably my top 5 of Christmas movies. What would be your number 1 Christmas movie?
The Grinch.
What? The live action or the animated?
Live action. Jim Carrey.
That is like so low on my list.
I think that is up there for.
He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That makes sense. I mean,
have you seen the new animated Grinch? Wonderful.
really?
It's a delight. Yeah. All right. Let me think of another sequel. I'm really, really racking my brain, and I'm not good with
Happy
anything.
Gilmore 2.
I didn't watch that movie. And I will not watch that movie. I don't want to wreck the first Happy Gilmore.
Fair.
Um,
Shark Tale 2.
no, I can't think. I'm like every time I get like close, you say something, and it like
We can come back to it.
I don't know why I keep coming back to Men in Black 2. I don't remember Men in Black 2, but I feel like that was better than the first one. Because the first one was the bug guy. What was the second one? I just remember the cover and being like, this is cool. I don't remember. But so I can't say that, I guess. I'm like number 2. Shrek 2 is terrible.
It's controversial.
I know. Well, I think Shrek 1 is better than Shrek
Why don't you rub the pelican? Maybe that'll. Dude.
I don't know. I'm actually really stumped. All right, we're done with that. All right, let's talk about Sunday. Today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. We had church yesterday. We're going to John. We're in John 8:39 through 47.
We're in a real sticky part of John too.
I love it.
These are heavy-handed concepts that rightfully so. Even the crowd is having trouble.
Yeah.
Biting and chewing.
I think what's awesome about the teaching of Jesus, there's so many things obviously, but I think what I love about it is Jesus speaks in parables, which are often, stories using like word pictures and understanding and concepts that they're familiar with to teach a heavenly principle. And they're often, not all of them, some are very complex, but some of them are like really like easy to digest and understand. But then he also does teaching like this where it's like he hits really like everybody in the spectrum of like understanding. It's like this is like heady, heavy, like heart-changing teaching in this portion of the text where we see Jesus talking about the truth will set you free, the light of the world, and now we see Jesus say like, you don't hear my words, you don't receive truth because you're not of God. Your father is the devil, which is like, and it's intentionally weighty by design. It's this heavy like you're either following God or you're not following God, and I think people don't like hearing that, right? Because it's like whoa, like it's serious, and you're like yeah, it is, and I've quoted this many times that we don't drift towards holiness, and I think that's what Jesus is trying to communicate. Is like they're like, hey, that's cool that your heritage is of Abraham, and obviously the covenant is tied to Abraham. But he's saying your heart is in the wrong spot. And I just think that is such a...
We do this all the time.
Yeah.
Rattle it off.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
I grew up in church.
Yeah. Yeah. I serve. I'm a kind person.
Parents,
I help nonprofits. I
got saved when I was a kid.
I go
I've
to
read the whole
church,
Bible.
and those are all good things.
Yeah.
To be clear, I want to be crystal clear. Because I think sometimes we're like, whoa, but we sometimes associate our actions without assessing our heart behind the actions. And Jesus constantly is reiterating the importance of going back to the heart. And we should go to church with the posture of our heart of saying, like, I want to encounter God, and I want other people to encounter God, and I serve so other people can encounter God, and not just like this is going to make me look good. And that's, I think that is a built-in tension amongst all people.
Yeah.
I think the concept of not earning your salvation is taboo to every human being ever. I think it is built into kind of how we see the world is like, I have to earn it. And we see with Jesus, it's by grace alone. And that is such a taboo, like foreign concept. Even when we hear it, I had a conversation with a guy last week and he's like, he like knew it. He's like, I believe. And he's like, but I got to earn it. And I was like, no. I kept like reiterating, like, listen to what you're saying. If by grace alone, through faith and belief, but God has called you to himself. Our job is to just receive. That's it. Receive it. It's like, right. But what do I got to do? Like, nothing. And you're like,
yeah. Isn't it sad when we notice this sometimes, especially in youth sports, when like a kid is trying like their hardest just so that they can see their parents love them.
Yeah.
You know,
that is.
I don't think that's how God sees us at all.
No, it is. It's so hard. I think I talked about it about a year ago. When we were coaching a different team, and it was interesting seeing the kids who played, whose parents watched, versus the kids who saw their parents on their phone or talking.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a direct correlation with the kids like play that day. Like I was like watching intently for the whole season, and I do think we feel that way as Christians sometimes. Is we're like we're just watching like
God can only love me if I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. Yeah, if I'm in my Bible every day, then God will love me. And the reality is that like God's love for you doesn't change on what we do. And even saying that, I hear, you know, our millions of viewers like souls crunching up, like no, and like, but that's what grace is. And
that no matter what, like there's nothing that you can do to separate you from the Father's love. So one of my favorite concepts that you brought up this Sunday is like, how then does like the devil work, or how does that slip in?
Yeah.
And the answer is through lies. And that's what Jesus is teaching.
Yes.
In this passage, which is like such a like, oh, you think, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
But like, no, like, what do you consider a lie? And like, let's like, in the way we drilled down on that, I really enjoyed. 3 points: the lies must be overcome with truth. They distort reality, and lies are not of God.
Yeah.
What was left unsaid?
I don't know, man. I felt like we hit it, but I think the problem with like the art of preaching is I feel like you try to consolidate concepts that are like extremely complex into like 35, 40 minutes. And that's what makes it hard is because like, even you're like, yeah, obviously Satan works through lies, but I think like we talked about last week's episode and that was a big catalyst towards this weekend, which is like lies are so complex and
they can be thoughts, they can be ideas, they can be
given to you, they can be made up. Like
it's a person too.
Yep. And that's the thing that's like makes it difficult. And I think we're in a day and age where this concept of like my truth is considered like objective, and you're like, it's not. That is subjective. The only objective truth is through Christ. Like Jesus himself is truth. And I think it's a hard thing to process. And I talked about John Mark Comer's book, Live No Lies, which was a really helpful resource as I kind of navigated that. But I love how he describes truth being a concept based in reality, meaning like this is a couch, that is a chair, this is not an airplane. And someone's like, well, I think it's an airplane. It's like, you're wrong. Like we can't just like play that game. But he said that lies is a distortion of that. It's unreality. And how our mind is looking for things to grasp to that are true, because we are made in the image of God with the Imago Dei within us. So like we know truth. Like, and I think that has been a tension for so many people, and a big area of frustration is so many people are like, well, I think this is true. And you're like, we all know it's not true.
Right.
Like, who are you fooling?
Yeah, those are your four at the end. I thought. Hit. It's like, why do we then hold on to it? Why do we deal with this?
And out of those four, I think the one that was the hardest is the one we talked about early in the week last week is sometimes we hold on to lies because we want to believe them. And that could be its own message, quite frankly, is when we look.
Inviting the lie.
Yeah. Because it's easier in our mind, to cope with the pain of living in a lie than it is to face truth. And I've used the
certainty.
Yeah. And I've used the quote from, what's the guy's name? I don't know.
Peck?
No, it wasn't from this week. But the pain of staying the same has to outweigh the pain of change. And I think that's so true. It's just like so often we're like, I can live with this pain because I can control it and I have limits on it, versus stepping into the unknown and seeing what God can do through it. And that's true. I think that's why lies are so attractive to so many people. Is like, I'm the best and I don't have to think otherwise, or I am this and I don't have to worry about it.
And the bridge is faith, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, but it's 100% it. And I love that. I mean, I don't know if it clicked or resonated as deeply with the congregation as it did with me personally, is when walking through the garden and Jesus fulfilling that cycle of temptation and speaking truth to lies through Jesus being the new Adam, the last Adam, you know, and that part in particular, that resonated so deeply with me. And it was kind of like seeing that it's like, only Jesus could have done this. This is the work of Jesus. That's why we need Jesus. That's why Jesus is truth. And he did what people couldn't do. And he steps in that gap for us and kind of creating this picture of reliance.
Yeah. Gosh, that's why the Bible's so cool. Because like that's just like one of many hyperlinks, loops that Jesus is closing.
Yeah.
All the prophecies.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. It's like is closing those loops, and Jesus is doing what humans have not been able to do.
And I really hope, because it felt yesterday that there was a little bit of like dissonance in the room, and I do hope it was that people were like had never heard this stuff. Like I always try to bring something that hopefully the vast majority has not heard, and because I do think the Bible has so many treasures in it that people just like overlook it or didn't know or had never heard. And yesterday, I think teaching through like the character of Satan and lies and truth, it was. I mean, I remember we sat down like this is a lofty target, but hopefully it helps people process and give them language and So that was a great Sunday.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so we're continuing the dialogue. It's so fascinating that we see like John kind of chunk through massive portions of Jesus' life, and it's like, all right, now we're really gonna hit the brakes.
Right.
Just spend chapters on this like one teaching. And
right.
So we're gonna keep going.
So it must be. This should signal to us that this is important.
Super, super important.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited to see where we're going next.
Yeah. More teaching of Jesus, I believe. And
oh yeah, yeah. We're I believe we have one more week of this teaching, and I think we move on to
new scene.
New scene. I believe it's Jesus healing the blind man.
All right.
Believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
All right. Get into another miracle.
Yeah, I'm already deep into Genesis this morning, so I'm trying to. My brain's a little scattered, but all right.
Yeah.
That's Sunday. Hope it was a blessing. Hope it helped. Let's walk in truth. That's the goal. So, all right, time for top 5.
Time for top 5 this week. Let's see if you can get it. This is gonna be tough, tougher than what I thought when I set out to discover this list, which is the top selling Christian books of all time, asterisks by publishers. There's a lot of self-published and like private entities that don't give data. So this is by publishers.
Okay.
Top selling Christian books
definitely adds a complexity
of all time. I think you're
all right.
A few of these.
Number 1, the Bible.
That is number 1. That's correct. I didn't even put that on the list. That's a given.
But it's on.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's number 1. Okay,
I'll give
good.
it to you. Number 1.
Number 2, it's by Rick Warren.
It's on the list, but it's not number 2.
Really? That's shocking to me. It's Purpose-Driven Life.
Correct. 30 million copies. That's number 8.
Are you serious? That's number 8?
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just think of
Now I'm in trouble.
Well, these are gonna be a little older because it was just books back then, and they've had the benefit of time to be sold.
Sure. Pilgrim's Progress.
Is not a publisher book, but it is one of the highest selling books of all time. That would probably be theoretically number 3.
So wait, are we doing theoretical lists? What do I have? The Bible, which you said didn't count.
The Bible.
And Pilgrim's Progress is theoretically number 3, but not real.
Well, neither the Bible or Pilgrim's Progress were.
So I have none in the actual
one
so I have none on the list. I'm 0 right now.
That's correct.
I cannot wait. I'm gonna do the top 5 edge.
Oh, you know this deep down. You've read these.
I probably have. It doesn't mean I know what they are. Give me some hints. We'll be here for 3 hours.
The number 1 by a publisher has 300 million copies. It was first created in the 1500s, and it's about prayer.
The Common Book of Prayer.
Correct. Yep, that is number 1.
That's a great one.
Selling Christian book of all time.
I didn't realize that. I had no idea that was the number 1. Yeah.
300 million
I
copies
through that book like
since the 1500s.
wow.
Publishing was first kind of a thing.
Okay.
Number 3 is one you have for sure read and watched.
And watched. It's a movie. If a Christian book, it's a movie. Is it Narnia? Is it Passion of the Christ? Is the Bible?
You're closer with Narnia.
Lord of the Rings does not count. No, it doesn't. That is not a Christian. That is not a Christian book.
Christian literature.
The Lord of the Rings.
It's The Hobbit by J.R. Tolkien. 142 million.
What kind of no? That is a fiction fantasy book. That is not. If you
Christian book.
If I walk into Barnes and Noble today, and I will, I swear I will, and I go to the Christian section,
You'll find fiction.
The Hobbit is not there. It is under fantasy and fiction. Do you want to bet?
Like we're going
You want to
today.
bet? I'll bet you lunch.
Like we're going.
I'll bet you lunch.
We'll add in a little clip here of our findings.
Right, here we go. Good. All right. Next.
I'm just gonna go help you along.
Yeah, thanks.
Number 2, you can just comment on them. Is Fox's Book of Martyrs. 150 million copies. It dictates
I'm familiar with it. I'm just
sufferings
I'm
of
shocked.
Protestants under the
shocked.
Catholic Church.
Okay.
They left the Catholic Church. Reformation, pre-Reformation. Number 4 is Ellen White's Steps to Christ. 60 million copies, which dictates the beliefs of the Seventh-day Adventists. And number 5, Ben-Hur. You know that one?
Yeah. I wouldn't consider
Lou
that.
Wallace, 50 million copies,
Okay.
which is a narrative.
All right, gang. We have a problem. There's been 2 now top 5 lists by Brendan that have been incredibly
Honorable mention.
skewed. Oh, good.
In His Steps. Do you know that one? By Charles Sheldon. It's a Civil War general. No. He coined WWJD. That comes from him in this book.
There you go.
How about that? At least you learned something today, huh?
I learned a lot.
Isn't learning fun?
It's so fun.
Man, everyone's so excited about learning today.
I love learning. All right, well, I'm going to punish you. I will
Hey, the
punish you
albums
for
one you did great, I thought.
it. You know, you did the
was
Disney one based off of fake data that was just
Hard to find.
Yeah, I know, but you can't make stuff up. You're a theoretical list. I'm gonna make a theoretical list. Marty's worst memories when he was 5.
We're going to put all these on the church reading plan, too.
No, we're not. So, the Book of Common Prayer, though, I am a big fan of. I think it's a great book. So, all right. Well, with that said, is there any final words you have?
I did like the Book of Common Prayer a little bit better after the first revision in 1586. It was a bit more reformed. But
Sure.
anyway, sign us
I
off.
agree. I have both. So, there you go. All right. Well, thanks for watching, gang. Hope this was helpful. Let me pray, and we'll wrap up. Dear Father, thank you for this time, God. Thank you for the gift of Jesus. Thank you that you are truth. Thank you that you are light, God, and we cling to you. God, we're just so thankful for who you are and how you work in our lives, God. We pray that we take time today, in the quietness of our own heart, to reflect on the goodness of you, and that we can take time to recall the blessings in our life, and that every day is a gift and a treasure. And so we just want to say thank you. We commit this time to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Have a good week.
Sayonara, friends.
Why am I nervous?